At age 16, I was making $15,000 a month in sales. And it's interesting because a lot of people online think in order to make money in sales, you have to be this glorified high-ticket closer hopping on all these meetings, selecting all these payments, and that's bullshit. I wasn't even a closer, I was a setter. Somebody just calling people who had requested information to try and buy a program or a course or something and setting them up for meetings with those closers. So today, I'm gonna run you through the exact script that I used to make $15,000 a month as a setter in sales at 16 years old. And at the end, even go over a little bit of how you can actually get started in sales as a setter and where you can find jobs identical to the ones that I started in as soon as tomorrow. Now, the offer I was selling in at this time was a sales training offer, basically showing salespeople how to get better. So this is the script I'm gonna walk you through. The first stage is called the intent. The point of the intent is to get two things, a tangible and an experience. And I'll go over what they mean in a second, don't worry. So we start the call very, very simple. Hey, is this John? Yeah. What's up, buddy? It's just Andy here from like X and Y and Z company, man. How's it going? Oh, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Whatever. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. It looks like you downloaded, man, a PDF for like possible help with like making more sales, all that jazz. What was it in specific you were looking for like possible help with? Like in order to kind of make more sales, help more people, all that jazz. Tell me that. And right here, they'll give us what's called a tangible. So what is a tangible? A tangible is somebody's goal, what they want. I want to make more sales. I want to help more people. I want to grow my e-commerce store. I want to get more leads. I want to get in shape. It's all a tangible, whatever they want. Because from there, as soon as they would go, oh, well, like I was just looking to get better at objection handling, for example. Well, what have you seen that makes you feel like you're, I guess, not as good at objection handling? Oh, well, it's just that I have 10 calls and if I get 5 objections, maybe I only overcome 3 of them. That's what we call an experience. So what's the definition of an experience? An experience is a problem in the past. It's that simple. So if somebody goes, for example, as a tangible, I want to get more leads. And we ask, well, what have you seen that makes you feel like you're not getting enough leads? Oh, well, I've only been getting 5 a month for the past 6 months. Is that an experience? Yes, it is, because it's a problem in the past. Now, once we have both of these, we go into the logical certainty stage. Now, this stage has 3 goals. We're trying to get a root cause, a problem, and probing on the problem to expand the size of it. So again, let's pretend somebody said, I want to get better at objection handling, and it's because right now I'm taking 10 calls, I get 5 objections, 3 of them, I can't overcome it. Well, what sales script, or I guess like sales approach do you have in place now that's like causing you to get all those objections? Oh, well, I learned it from like Andy Elliott, blah, blah. And how long have you been using like, I guess that script for? Oh, well, it's been like 3 years since I started my career. And what kind of caused you to use like Andy Elliott's script? Oh, well, it's just kind of like all I saw, like it was what everybody else was using. Now, what is the reason why we ask these 3 questions? It's to get the root cause. Now, what I mean by that is that whenever somebody understands that their current script, what they're doing now is the reason they have the experience. So in this case, their experience is they're getting a bunch of objections and they have a certain script that's causing them to get it. Whenever they associate pain with that process, what does that make them psychologically want to do? Well, now they want to push away from that script. They don't want to use it anymore because it's causing all these objections, which naturally seeds doubt. So from here, we go to the next stage, which is the problem. So here's where we get the real problem that they're trying to solve. Again, do you like it, man? Like, I guess besides getting those objections you get, like, do you like, I guess, like that sales approach you have in place, like now though? Oh, well, it's not too bad, man. Like, it's okay. Well, I guess, what do you like about it? Let's start there. Oh, well, like, it's just simple, man. Like, I've been using it a long time, so it just feels very comfortable. Okay, it doesn't sound like it's going terrible then, man. I guess, like, is there anything you change about either, like, the script itself or, like, I guess, results that are coming out of it specifically? Like, if you could, though? Now, from here, they'll give us a problem. Now, you might be asking, because I used to wonder this myself, what's the difference between an experience and a problem? The difference is whenever you started speaking to somebody 10 seconds ago, you caught them in the middle of making dinner or on a date with their wife, whatever it might be, they're not thinking about their sales skills. And so if you ask them, what do you need to improve at, and you get an experience, they're not gonna really be able to think and give you the best answer possible. But once you've been speaking with them for 2 minutes about their sales process, results, etc., and you ask them again what the biggest problem they have is, they're gonna actually have time to think and give you a much more in-depth answer. Now at this point, again, we've gotten them to associate their current script with the problem that they have, and so all we have to do is expand the problem, because the more pain they associate with that problem, the more they're gonna wanna push away from the current script or process they have, which naturally makes them more open to whatever we have to offer. So let's pretend in this question, they had told us, oh, well, man, like I just feel like the current script, it triggers a bit of resistance. Like people get a little bit guarded. First thing we do is probe. Well, how do you mean by guarded? Oh, well, they just give me like kind of surface level answers. Like they don't really like go in depth with me. Oh, how long have you noticed that for? Like them not, I guess, like going in depth with you? Well, honestly, now that I think about it, like, I guess when I started using the script like 3 years ago. Again, without assuming anything, man, like as a coach, do you feel like, I guess them not going as deep with you, like staying a little bit guarded, do you feel like that's had an impact on, I guess, like those objections you mentioned earlier? Yes, I do. Well, in what way? Oh, because like whenever they're a little bit more guarded, they don't go as deep into their problems. And so then they have a bit of like a value objection at the end, for example. So now, think about where we are in the process. We've gotten their current script that they have, their current approach, we've gotten the problems that they have, and we've expanded on the actual pain attached to it. So naturally, in their mind, they see, I use this script, this process, it causes this problem, therefore I don't want to do this anymore, which will, again, naturally make them more open to whatever script or approach we have to offer. So now all we have to do is transition to booking the call. Here's how you do it. So in the transition, there's 3 important things to remember. Number 1, we're trying to get financial qualification. Can they actually afford this? Number 2, we're getting them to admit, yes, I'm willing to invest. I need to invest to solve this problem. And number 3, we're just booking the call, plain and simple. So the first step is, how do we actually understand how much money they have and how much they're making without just asking like how much money they have? Because then that's super salesy, it's too obvious what you're trying to do. So we just go, okay, let's zoom out for a second, man. Like in an ideal world, where do you want to be at in 6 months in terms of like monthly commissions, let's say? Oh, well, I want to get to 20K a month. Okay, and how far are you from that now? Oh, well, I'm at 10K a month. Now, without realizing it, they've literally told us they are financially qualified, because if they're making 10 grand a month, they can probably afford the program. So then we go to number 2, willing to invest. Okay, sweet, bro. Like, well, let's say there was a way to possibly help you in kind of like acquiring the right skill sets to kind of like go from like that 10K a month to the 20K a month. Like, would you actually be willing to invest in yourself? Like, if that's what it took to bridge that gap? Yes, I would be. Hey, well, based on what I've heard, man, of like, kind of what you mentioned with the objections and people being a little standoffish with you, like that resistance, I feel like there might be a possibility of like being able to help you with getting to that 20K a month. What I could do from here, man, is I could connect you with what's his name, Andres, and he kind of dive a little bit deeper in like where you're at now versus kind of like where you need to be in terms of your skill set to get to that 20K a month. And then if he feels we could help you, he could walk you through like potential more advanced training, like for your sales skills. Would that be helpful? Yes, it would be. So now we've done everything we need to do. Financial qualification, we've gotten them to admit I'm willing to invest, and we set up the appointment. Now, let's go over how do you actually get a setting role to be able to make that kind of money and use this script. Now, I'll be real with you guys. In the past year and a half, I've spent a little over $150,000 on my own self-education, and that obviously helped me with like getting offers, meeting people, sales skills, and everything else. Now, don't click off. I'm gonna show you how to get an offer completely for free. Now, I'm on a mission to make sales education accessible and available to everybody completely for free, because it changed my life so much, and I want it to change you guys's as well. So what I'm gonna do, in the description, there's gonna be a link to a group where I have offers that you can get on and start selling, start making money, commissions as soon as tomorrow, regardless of experience. I'm gonna put everything training, scripting related that I needed to make $15,000 a month at 16 years old and now make $140,000 a month profit through sales at 17. I'm even gonna put live sales call recordings from me and my business partner, Yash, showing you guys how to implement all of this information so you can do it for yourself. So if you wanna be part of a cool ass mission like that, click below and I will see you on the other side.